Hi, my name is Carolyn Camper, and I'm going to talk about the facilitation approach called storyboarding, which is an excellent tool to help organize input around a specific theme, question, or idea. So storyboarding is a good approach to have everyone included in the conversation and to make sure there's equal input and participation during the process. Before you use storyboarding, it's a good idea to do some pre-planning. It's a really simple and effective approach, but it's all about the pre-planning. So if you can first think about what is the overall purpose of the project, how does it relate to the purpose of the organization? Are there any hidden agendas in the room that you should be aware of? What specific things do you want out of the facilitation? Are you looking for an action plan, a decision, or a discussion paper? Next, think about the stakeholders you'd like to have in the room and bring in the strongest proponents and antagonists into the room for the conversation. So now I'll run through storyboarding using the conversation of health on health as an example. You first need, over here I've set up an example station. You first need a framing question. So up here for the conversation, what do you want government to know about health and healthcare? So participants come in the room and they're each given a black marker and a sticky pad, and you give them the framing question. And this is an approach where everybody can come forward with their ideas. They can put one idea per post-it note, and it's a good idea to have participants actually say out loud to the room what their idea is, so everything is always in their voice. And then it's a good idea to have a couple of runners, a couple of staff people that can collect the stickies from the participants, and then they just go up on the flip chart paper, and they just go up randomly. I've got a few here prepared. Don't worry about overlap or duplication, because that'll stop the brainstorming approach, and it'll be taken care of in the theming. So all of these stickies, all the ideas are encouraged and put up on the top of the flip chart paper. And then after all that is done, participants are given a voting dot, so usually 1 or 4. They'll go up, take a few moments, and dot what's most important to them. What do they want to spend their time talking about? So however they want to dot. And then once you see that you have a theme emerging, it's a good idea to collectively theme. So I would go through all of these post-it notes with the audience and try and group them. So training, let's see, salaries, benefits, for instance. I would suggest that would be a theme on human resources. So then someone on the side would be able to quickly write that down so you could actually post what the theme is. Human resources. So you can have one theme or many themes. Depends on the ideas that have emerged. And so this is actually what a workstation looks like. So participants would then break out into the small group discussion, and they have the framing question, they have the post-it notes to help drive ideas, and they're talking about human resources. And then this is where the headers, this is where you're telling the story. Here we in the conversation wanted the headers to be challenges, opportunities, and solutions. And often participants can identify what the challenges are, but sometimes need a bit of a prompt to kind of focus on, well, what are some of the opportunities and solutions? So the headers are a really easy and effective tool to help do that. And then part of the story, you can create different headers to help drive what that story should look like, and then participants can weave it in as they're filling out their ideas. So lastly, what we did for the conversation was we took a picture of all of the flip chart paper and all the post-it notes and posted it up on the website along with the transcribed information of the post-it notes. And then we were always careful to mention to participants what was going to be the next step. So you've created all this meaningful information and dialogue, so what's going to happen? So we had weekly progress reports on this is what we've heard, here are some ideas and solutions, and then it went into the overall report that went to government. So I hope you've learned something about storyboarding. I hope that was useful. Thank you.